sideboard as another white spell.
James is actually a watch model. He
yeah,
models watches.
I didn't know
yeah,
that. That's interesting.
Yeah, I just found that out. So I guess they're waiting. Like the one thing about Magic that I don't like is that you have to wait. Like right now, like what do you think they're doing? They're just kind of looking at each other. They're making small talk, but obviously James and Ali doesn't even care what they're saying. You know, like where are you from? Like what do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I feel like once you sit down, you should start playing. But now they're playing, so that's good.
Yeah. There's a handshake.
All right, so
a little bit of small talk just to
yeah. All right, so Ali's got some lands. So Ali's definitely keeping. He's got a swamp and an island. So I could never see anybody mulligan in the hand with a swamp and an island in it. And Ali leads with an island. So hopefully James has a turn 1 play, because yeah, he does. He's got the 1/1.
Stromkirk Noble. So.
Yeah, that's definitely really good if it sticks. And
a swamp from Ali.
Yeah, all right. Ali's got Doomblade, so he's definitely going to Doomblade this. He's got Think Twice and Doomblade, but I can't see him not Doomblading this guy right here.
Yeah, I mean, he can let a damage in if he wants.
Yeah, but
it's not like Doomblade's not going to take care of it as it gets bigger, but he did decide to Doomblade it. Yeah. I think I would go with that as well, but, it's just another option there for him.
Yeah, the thing is he's got to fear that he's got, like, a Bloodthirst type card.
Right.
So then what he's going to do,
Absolutely.
Yeah. All right, so he just plays a Goblin Artisan?
Arsonist, yeah.
Arsonist, sure. All right, and Ali passes with 3 open. So right now, if I was James, like the game I would play, I would just keep playing it, like all my spells, never worry about mana leak or try to play around with Dissipate or anything. I think that's what you have to do when you're playing mono red.
I totally agree. Yeah. With the aggro decks, you just can't play with fear. I mean, if you sit there and don't play things, you're blue-black's winning right away. Like the control deck's already winning if you're not going to try to, you're not going to make them use their spells.
Yeah. All right. So James just passes the turn, and Ali plays a Think Twice. I don't know what. Can you see what's in James's hand?
No, he's hiding it pretty well.
Yeah. I know Ali has a island.
Inkmoth Nexus? Is that what? Is he playing Nexus? Or had trouble?
No.
Is that Drown Yard?
That's the Millstone type card.
Yeah. Thalia Drown Yard. I'm a big fan of that card.
Yeah. It's good because you can mill yourself, or you could just actually mill your opponent out.
That's how I've used it so far. Every time I've used it, it's just play it turn 4. It was against a control deck in my testing, and I just milled the guy out with Drown Yard all the way. So.
All right, there's a hero, but that hero's gonna get Doombladed for sure.
Yeah. Or there's a Think Twice from Ali.
Yeah.
Hero of Oxid Ridge, definitely threatening to do some damage here. So
yeah, James really needed that
Ali
to be like
has
a cough right there, but he still gets it for 1. But I mean, I don't know, like Ali's still at 18 in his turn. It's gonna be turn 5.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's looking good for Ali. Oh wow, now he drew a Snapcaster. It looks like. So
he's got 2 Doomblades in the graveyard. So
and 2 Think Twices.
Right.
So
he's got plenty of play right here.
Yeah.
That's what I love about blue-black control. Like you can just play a deck with almost all instant speed spells and just see what they're gonna do.
Yeah.
And then flashback. Whatever.
It definitely plays out to like the better player. Like the better you are with blue-black control, the better chance you have of winning. Oh wow, there's Koth.
So
all right, awesome.
There's Koth. Doomblade's not going to do much about that, but
and I think that's going to resolve too, because it doesn't look like Ali has a counter. I think Ali might have to think twice and hope to draw into mana leak.
Yeah, I'm with you on that. He has had he's drawn no counter spells all game. That's kind of interesting.
Yeah.
He's got 4 mana leak, 4 dissipate.
Wow, so he just lets it resolve? That's kind of weird, no?
Yeah, I'm kind of surprised he didn't at least try.
Yeah, I mean, like, is his plan to try to beat up the mountains? It doesn't make sense, because once Koth's ultimate becomes... Like once you do Koth's ultimate, it's almost impossible to lose the game.
Yeah, absolutely.
So... I mean, even if he plays a Snapcaster, and he tries to attack Koth back, like, he has to...
Yeah, it's going to
Alright, so there's a Geist Flame on the Snapcaster.
Yeah.
I really don't understand why Ali did not think twice, hoping to draw mana leak.
Right, just play to your outs.
Yeah. So he's going to Doomblade the Mountain.
I guess he's just going with the Doomblade the Mountain plan, and if Koth's the thing is about that, if he can Doomblade,
Ali's hand is nothing. It's like 2 lands and a Black Sun Zenith. Let's see what.
It's another Snapcaster.
He has another Snapcaster, yeah. So
I mean, he can play another Doomblade on another mountain, and Koth's emblem isn't so scary. Because even if it goes off, he's got 2 mountains. But every mountain James draws becomes a major threat.
Yeah, and plus James could always draw spells in the meantime, and So, If I was James right now, I would actually leave back my Goblin Arsonist, yeah.
Just to protect call.
Yeah. Because that 1 point of damage isn't going to make or break the game, but somehow if the Snapcaster actually reduces Koth's loyalty to, like 3 or whatever it is, so...
It just gives Ollie more time to avoid the emblem.
Yeah, I don't like this play by James. Like, I know we do know Ollie's hand, but just in general, you should play around a Snapcaster right there in this particular scenario.
The other thing is James probably has, or it's likely that he has some burn for a Snapcaster that may attack.
Sure, so but I mean, it's just like, you could, I don't know.
Yeah, I totally agree. And at this point, like, is that the Berserker?
Did he reduce Koth's ability?
Yeah, he did. He used the minus ability. That's interesting. Just to add 3 mana.
And then he passes the turn?
Yeah, that's... He's holding... Basically, he's got 4 mana for flashing back a Geist Flame at this point. I can't see his hand.
Yeah.
But I'm not sure...
Personally, and everybody at home, usually when you're playing mono red and you have a Koth, all you want to do is ultimate Koth.
Right, because it's a very quick...
It's like it's nearly impossible to lose a game that you ultimate Koth.
Right, he's really scary because he can hit his ultimate very quickly if unopposed, and that ultimate is very scary.
Yeah. Afterwards, I'm gonna have a talk with James. We're gonna bring him in the booth, and we're gonna
just see what his thought process was.
Yeah. So it looks like he drew a Forbidden Alchemy.
Yeah.
Now he's gonna dig deeper, Ollie. Yeah. I guess he's kind of looking for something like a Worm Coil here.
Yeah, he's definitely looking for a threat. We saw a Mana Leak there. I think he did draw a Worm Coil.
Did he really?
Maybe not. I just caught a glimpse of it. No, it wasn't. I keep thinking it's.
Yeah, it's just like.
It's just another Drown Yard. Was what I thought was a Worm Coil.
2 lands, another Forbidden Alchemy. And another land. So it looks like Ollie doesn't have a threat right now. He does have Black Sun Zenith, which he's definitely going to cast here, taking out both of James's creatures. And then I think Ollie has a Mana Leak that he drew off the...
Yeah, he does.
Yeah, so... Alright, so
there's
Black
the
Sun
Zenith.
for 3. Right now, if James played the game differently, he would have an ultimate Koth next turn.
He'd have a Koth ready for
and
ultimate.
Ollie could pretty much never win the game. Alright, so he's Brimstone
Volley. Okay.
Ollie. So... I mean, if I was Ollie, I would just let this resolve. I would rather have my 2 mana and my Mana Leak rather than the 5 damage right here. I think Ollie's going to let it resolve.
Yeah, I think he's pretty safe at this point. I mean, what is he at? Like, he's going to be down to like maybe 10?
Yeah.
Or 11? I mean...
Yeah, I mean, he's still in double digits, so...
Yeah,
and James has no pressure besides the Koth.
Which he set back himself.
Yeah, which is... Because Ollie's still... Yeah, Ollie's hand is Mana Leak, Land, and Snapcaster.
Yeah, so at this point, James... I mean, unless he's... I don't know why he minus Koth again here, so I think he's just going to probably attack with a Mountain. Ollie can block with the Snapcaster or Doomblade it, play Snapcaster and Doomblade it. So.
Well, I mean, he doesn't have mana this turn.
You're right. He can just take it or flash in and block.
So now he brings Koth up to 3, and he's swinging it for 4, and Ollie's going out to 7.
Yeah, so Ollie's taking the 4 from that mountain.
I mean, honestly, James might still win this game, but I felt if he played it the other way, he would have definitely win.
He had better chances. Yeah. So in the meantime, he did play a Grim Lavamancer.
Because Ollie could draw Ollie could draw a Worm Coil right here and change the game.
Yeah, absolutely. So,
but he chose a Doomblade instead,
which will at least give him a little bit more cushion against any attacking mountains.
Yeah, I mean, he's going to Doomblade the Grim Lavamancer.
Yeah, that seems fine.
Yeah, and then he's going to pass.
He's got Snapcaster available and a Mana Leak.
Yep.
So he can Snapcaster, Doomblade, and still have mana for Mana Leak.
Yeah.
So here comes, is that a
Volt Charge?
I think it is. So
yeah,
there's a Mana Leak from Ollie for that at the end of his own turn. So
yeah, if James draws nothing here, I think Ollie's going to win the game.
So Ollie +1 on Koth.
Well, yeah, James, Really so he swings over 4. So Ollie's going to Doomblade the Mountain.
Right. Play Snapcaster.
Did James rip something?
I don't know. He's only got 1 card in hand.
Yeah, he still has the Geist Flame in his yard, correct?
Yes, I believe so. So Doomblade for the Mountain.
So if he draws anything, like if he drew a land or a spell, he's got to play it.
Right, so he can play a mountain.
So,
he can,
no, right now he needs to Geist Flame. I'm pretty sure he still has the Geist Flame in his yard, right?
Yeah, he does. He never flashed it back. At least I'm almost positive he never flashed it back.
So he just needed to kill this. He should have done it on his turn.
Right, when Ollie was already tapped out.
Yeah, because what happens if Ollie think twice is into a Dissipate or something right now?
Right.
Or even a Mana Leak.
Yeah, or has another Snapcaster.
What's Ollie doing? He's forbidding Alchemy?
Is that...
Yeah, he's flashing.
I think it was flashback forbidden alchemy. So
see, even right now, right now, James should have responded with the Geist Flame.
Yeah, so there's he did draw another Snapcaster. Not going to matter here though, because he's going to put it in the yard. He's got a Worm Coil.
He's got a Worm Coil, yeah.
Yeah, he saw Worm Coil, Grave Titan, Snapcaster, and something else. It may have been land.
Yeah, so Ollie's gonna. So Ollie passes, and James doesn't. Am I completely oblivious? Does James not have the Geist Flames in his yard? I'm 99% sure he does.
Maybe he forgot. Oh, he's got a burn spell there.
Well, I mean, he just drew. Yeah, he just drew it.
So that was that another Geist Flame? Is that what that is?
Yeah.
Man, all these burn spells look the same.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. But,
yeah, that was.
We'll definitely get James in the booth, hopefully, and talk to him about his plays. So Ollie's gonna play Worm Coil here, but. It's just not going to be enough, right? James just hasn't that on board.
Yeah, his ultimate. I mean, Koth is ready to ultimate. I mean, right. So that should, unless Ollie has some answer here.
I mean, the only answer Ollie has is playing a creature and tribute to Hunger himself to gain life,
which is not looking like that's what's happening. So there's a Worm Coil engine.
Yeah.
Does he hope James doesn't ultimate Koth?
I mean, is Koth not on ultimate? It is, correct?
I think he is, yeah. I'm almost positive that's a 5, I'm pretty sure. Isn't it? Or a 4. It's hard to tell that die.
No, it was a 5, yeah. So he just shoots him for 3. All right, yeah, that's game.
Yeah, there it is. Wow. So Ollie could not... He had plenty of time, but...
Yeah, definitely. Like, honestly, I would say Ollie played almost... perfectly there,
just didn't have the right cards.
Yeah, and James gave him definitely a few chances to catch up, which Ollie almost did.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, so I don't know, definitely interesting choice of plays, but they're gonna go to sideboard. So how are they going to sideboard? What do you think?
Well, Ollie's got Batterskull, Witchbane Orb to protect himself from any of those burn spells and any ultimate. Any mountains from an ultimated Koth, or Koth emblem, I guess is a better way to put that.
Okay.
Kind of interesting. He's got another Black Sun Zenith as a potential.
Why don't you tell everybody what the Witchbane Orb is out there?
Well, I'm sorry, Witchbane Orb, for you guys that don't know. And actually, I'll read the official text rather than...
Sure. In the meantime, I'll look, and it looks like James is probably going to bring in... Personally, I would bring in the Oblivion Rings versus Ollie here. Because
it's great against Worm Coil.
It's great against Worm Coil, and he probably knows that Ollie's going to bring in extra Batterskulls.
Mm-hmm.
Like, maybe he thinks Ollie's playing, like, one Batterskull main, he's going to bring in a couple more.
Right.
So Oblivion Ring just is a versatile answer to whatever Ollie might have.
Yeah,
you know
absolutely.
What I'm saying?
Yeah, we know, Ollie's got... We got to figure out what Ollie would remove here, too. But... I think he could probably... You think he could shave some Dissipates out of there? He's got... If he's only bringing in... He's got a Batterskull, Witchbane Orb, Ring Flesh, which seems... They all seem like they'd be decent to bring in here.
Yeah. Do you think James is going to bring in the Spell Bomb versus Ollie to get rid of his graveyard?
See, it's strange because I feel like...
I feel like the card advantage that Ollie gets doesn't matter as much. Like, if Ollie's spending 7 mana to flash back a Forbidden Alchemy...
Yeah.
The game is so progressed already.
Right, I'm with you.
Yeah, and if James just randomly draw, like James can't even get black mana, correct?
No way to get black mana that I can see.
Yeah, so it's...
Yeah, I'm with you. It seems like Nile Spellbomb's definitely there for something like Solar Flare.
Exactly, yeah.
But trying to, like, hose his flashback stuff and Snapcaster. Like, Snapcaster's pretty good just as a 2-1 flash blocker, even, if he needs it. Obviously, can't block the Stormkirk.
Because it's a human.
Right.
But I don't think you should bring a Spellbomb because Spellbomb just stops the Snapcaster, the Think Twice, and the Forbidden Alchemy. Personally, I really like the Oblivion Ring. against Ali. Even though it's like kind of a defensive card, it's a card where it's just like, you know, Ali's playing his game for a Grave Titan or for a Worm Coil or even like a Sphinx.
Right.
And then he just like has an answer to this huge guy that Ali doesn't really expect, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and on that note, I mean, James has the Traitorous Blood in the sideboard, which, I mean, maybe not as ideal as it is against something like a Sun Titan, but it's pretty good to grab somebody's Grave Titan temporarily and smash in. So Ali apparently is bringing in the Witchbane Orb, 3 Spell Skites. That's another one that I was thinking about. We didn't really talk about it much, but Batterskull, Ratchet Bomb, and Ring Flesh.
Okay.
So,
do we know what James is bringing in exactly? Okay, we're not sure exactly what James is bringing in, but I mean, the Ratchet Bomb gives an answer for the Oblivion Rings. If
yeah, for sure.
And Ratchet Bomb gives an answer to Koth.
And any nobles, arsonists, like just the little 1-drops. That's one of the quickest ways to deal with it. You know, Witchbane Orb, for those of you guys who were wondering and haven't looked it up yet on your own. It's a 4-mana artifact, rare from Innistrad. When Witchbane Orb enters the battlefield, destroy all curses attached to you. Not very relevant here, but the other part is you have hexproof. So you can't be the target of spells or abilities your opponents control.
So it's pretty much like an Ivory Mask.
Right, it's a colorless Ivory Mask.
And it's actually slightly better, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, because an Ivory Mask, so it's pretty much Ivory Mask. Yeah,
definitely.
There was another one too, Ivory Mask.
Leyline of Sanctity.
Yeah, okay, exactly, that's it, yeah. So James is definitely going to take out, okay, so Ali took out 4 Mana Leak, 2 Dissipate, and 2 Steel Sabotage, which is definitely correct. Although, I don't really mind Mana Leak when I'm on the play. Like, even against like a mono red deck.
Right, yeah, that it seems like it would be fine on the play. On the draw, I can understand cutting the Mana Leaks, but it's interesting too, he took out the Steel Sabotage, which seemed to be pretty reasonable protection against Shrine of Burning Rage, which is one of the most threatening cards.
Yeah.
There's no way for Ali to deal with that if it resolves.
Well, he has that 1 Ivory Mask.
Right, yeah, that's true.
And I guess the Ratchet Bomb, but...
that's true.
But yeah, I don't know, I think Steel Sabotage is like way too narrow.
Yeah.
Like Ali's got to take a different route to beat James here, but the Mana Leak, like I think the #1 problem is Koth.
Yeah.
It's just so good.
It really is, and
I mean Mana Leak does stop Koth for 2 mana. But I don't know, these guys might know more than us, so we'll see what's going on. Ali's definitely gonna play first, and looks like Ali drawn a Spellskite,
Zenith, Snapcaster.
Looks like he's light on lands.
Yeah. There's a Forbidden Alchemy.
He drew a swamp at the end. I think he's got a swamp and a Dark Slick Shores. So he's got...
Or is it a Drowned Catacomb?
Yeah, I mean, it's a 2-lander, so he's definitely going to keep now. So... And, I think they're both keeping.
I hope so.
Yeah, mulliganing just... Wow, James Mulligan. This I don't understand why people mulligan, to be honest.
We had this conversation in DC where you said you never mulligan, and then we featured you the next round and you mulliganed to like 5.
Really? Yeah. I probably just had, like, if you have no lands, then you can mulligan, or even like all lands. But if it's like any other ratio, like 1/6, 2/5, it's usually pretty good. But all right, so James is going to 6, and let's see if he decides to keep this hand.
Mulliganing is definitely a difficult decision to make.
You notice how a lot of people put their lands to the front?
Yeah.
So really good players like Bob Maher used to be able to tell how many lands the guy had.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, so James goes turn 1. Yep.
Stromkirk Noble to Ali's turn 1 Drowned Catacomb.
Yeah, definitely pretty good. Although Ali could just play Spellskite here.
Yeah, and that looks like what's happening. So Spellskite, not a human.
Yeah, so...
No fear from the Stromkirk Noble, and interestingly... James is going to have trouble dealing 4 to that this turn.
Yeah.
To get it out of the way. He can...
I mean, he could just, like, it's... He could, like, attack and incinerate if he still has his incinerates in his deck.
Yeah, we don't know how James sideboarded, but he has 2 incinerates in the main deck.
Alright, so he's playing a Spike Shot Elder. And James is going to pass the turn, yeah. Alright, so...
See, I would probably attack with the Noble just before playing the Elder, and then just to see, bluff the Incinerate. Ali may not decide to block there.
Yeah, I mean, James loses nothing by attacking. He should just attack. Like, obviously, Ali's going to block, but on the off chance he doesn't,
right?
It's just beneficial. So obviously, you should always try to take a beneficial play here. All right, so James hits his 3 lands.
Yeah, cliff top retreat there.
Yeah.
one of the new the enemy M10 duels
Yeah.
from Innistrad.
And he's going to swing in, and Ollie's going to take 1 damage.
Right, so Ali blocks one of them, I assume, the Noble
Yeah, he
there.
did.
And there's an Incinerate.
All
So,
right.
I
So
mean,
Ollie has a Dissipate, though. I think Ollie's going to use the Dissipate here.
yeah,
It just seems reasonable.
that Spellskite is really good.
Yeah.
It's going to buy him a lot of time.
All right. So it's dissipated, so it's out of the game, just in case James has like a Lavamancer or
Yeah.
something along those lines.
He does. We know he has the main. We saw them last game. 2 copies. Lavamancer, a card that has lost a lot of value with the loss of the fetch lands.
Yep, definitely, yeah. Ben was saying he was going to play Kachaxian Probe just to fill up his graveyard. I'm not sure if he did.
That's
All
an
right.
interesting way. Yeah.
So Ollie has his 4th land passes. So it looks like James's mulligan seems pretty good. He's got a bunch of lands. He's got some guys. Looks like he's got spells in his hand. Can't tell what they are. But same play, I guess, here. He's going to attack Ollie for 1.
James into the red zone with his red dudes.
Yeah.
Noble gets blocked.
All right, is that another Spike Shot Elder?
I think so. Yeah, it looks like it.
All right, and here comes the Forbidden Alchemy. So Ollie's searching for probably just like something that could actually like win him the game. He has a Think Twice, a Doomblade, an Island, and another Spellskite. So I think he's going to take the Doomblade right here. What do you think?
I think the Doomblade buys him the most time, although arguably he could take the Spellskite.
Yeah,
the thing with
Spellskite, yeah.
The Doomblade, if he doesn't take the Doomblade, he can flash it back with a Snapcaster Mage.
Sure, yeah.
He can't flash back the Spellskite, so
Yeah.
he took something. What did he take?
He took the Spellskite.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, it looked like Spellskite. All right, so now you do Consecrated Sphinx.
So here comes the Spellskite.
Spellskite,
Yep.
all right.
So double Spellskite is bad news for James at this point.
So Elder tries to shoot Ollie. And yeah, I mean, right now this game looks really, really good for Ollie.
Yeah. All he needs to do is buy time, and he's doing a great job of that.
Yeah. And he essentially has the 6th land in his hand between.
Right, he can go.
End of turn Forbidden Alchemy, get a land if you wanted to, just for Sphinx.
Right.
Yeah.
So Spellskites blocking the Stromkirk Noble and one of the Spike Shot Elders. The other Elder gets in.
Yep.
The Noble is still just a 1/1, hasn't gotten through yet.
Yeah, and I mean,
as you said, Ali at the end of turn plays a Forbidden Alchemy.
Yeah, and honestly, for everybody watching at home, this game is pretty much over right now.
Ali has so much time right now. He's at 16 life.
And James cannot do anything for the Sphinx right here with the double Spellskite in play.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Sphinx is going to draw Ali tons of cards. And so, he doesn't go with the Sphinx. He goes with Ratchet Bomb.
Really? Why would he not play Sphinx there?
Don't know. Trying to think of. I mean, James does have all 1-drops here. I don't know why he doesn't go Sphinx and then.
Like James doesn't. Yeah, it just doesn't even make sense. If I was Ali, I would just like instantly slam down Sphinx there.
Maybe he's worried about Koth hitting again.
I mean, if he's worried about Koth, he's got a 4/6 to attack Koth back. You know.
Yeah. It's a good point. I'm not sure.
We gotta ask Ali. I want to talk to all these people after they play to understand their concept of thinking, because when we're doing the commentating, we don't know what they're thinking. You know, maybe they're thinking about going to a party. I don't even know. But I would play Sphinx there, to be honest.
Yeah, I mean, maybe it's just the natural thinking of a control player, especially with so many instants, just to not tap out. I mean, I know I definitely consider not playing Sphinx there, although it seems like I'd like to say that I decided to play Sphinx, but I can still see. There's the Ratchet Bomb.
Yeah, so yeah, he blew the Ratchet Bomb.
Right.
Ollie goes to like 12, but I mean, he's in just great shape here.
Yeah. So at this point, James was able to get in again with an Elder and ping Ollie for 2. I think off of the Elder activations. Then Ollie blew up the Ratchet Bomb to wipe the board. So there's a Geist Flame for Ollie.
Doesn't Ollie just pay mana?
Yeah, why not? Okay, so you hit a Spellskite. So Spellskite absorbs the damage for Ollie.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I don't know.
It's not looking good for James at this point. It doesn't even look like he has much. I mean, He's got a strong, the Berserker, Stormblood Berserker. Keep wanting to call it Kirk Berserker. Those two cards being in the same deck.
But
anyway.
but I mean, it's only a 1/1.
Yeah, it didn't. He didn't hit the Bloodthirst because Ali redirected the Ice Flame. So there's a think twice from Ali at the end of James's turn. So we've got a 1/1 Berserker.
And probably just flashback thing twice.
Yeah. That's exactly right.
This is the one frustrating thing about mono red is that you just have to sit there when you know you're beat, and you have no shot to win, pretty much.
Yeah.
And I mean, this is the fun part about blue black control because now like you know you're gonna win, so you're just like, how am I gonna win?
Right. That's one of the reasons I tend towards playing control decks is because I know if I can against aggro, if I can weather the early storm, typically
that is definitely a Consecrated Sphinx, correct?
Yes, it definitely is. He's definitely got Consecrated Sphinx.
I'm really baffled about why he doesn't play Consecrated Sphinx. Does anybody tweet in?
We've got some tweets.
Does anybody have it? If anybody at home has an answer why he doesn't play a Consecrated Sphinx, I would love to hear your answer here. So, look what James has. James has the 1/1 tapper.
So there's Gideon's Lawkeeper. That's interesting that he brought that in. That's the tapper.
It doesn't make sense.
Yeah, what does he want to
I saw it in the sideboard. I didn't even mention like.
Right, I didn't think it was for this matchup. Really.
Yeah,
I mean,
like Oblivion Room would be better.
Right, definitely. I mean,
like,
at this point,
like A, he's never going to cast it on turn 1, and B, it dies to Ring Flush and whatever removal. You know what I'm saying?
Just another card that
and Ratchet Bomb
dies to everything Ali wants to bring in.
Are we allowed to go over there and tell them how to sideboard? Is this what we can do or no?
Well, I mean, I'd love to know his thinking. You know, it's. Let's see.
All right, somebody has an answer trying to learn more about James's deck. That's why Ali's kind of
slow rolling the Sphinx here
and trying to
playing around O-Ring because of the white splash.
Wait, the Spellskite does not stop O-Ring?
Spellskite should stop O-Ring, yeah.
So I don't know why that guy said O-Ring. I don't know.
Well, maybe he wasn't thinking Spellskite either. Yeah.
Yeah. Well. Anyway, it looks very good for Ali right here. Ali's got a. He's got a Tribute to Hunger in his hand too, it looks like, so he's going to gain more life if he wanted to.
Yeah, so Lawkeeper taps a Spellskite, and then James attacks. James attacks with the Berserker. Ali does play Tribute to Hunger here.
Yeah.
And gives James an opportunity to either sack the 1/1 Berserker or the Gideon's Lawkeeper.
And the other thing is that if he wants to gain more info for James's deck, he could just start like milling him with the Millstone card.
Yeah, exactly. That's a very, very good point. Ali has 2 Drown Yards in play.
Yeah.
And can activate.
Somebody else tweeted in about O-Ring. I'm pretty sure Spellskite stop O-Ring. If not, then I don't know the rules. But I mean, Spellskite stops O-Ring. So the people who are tweeting that in, that doesn't make too much. Yeah. See, so okay. For the love of, some guy says, yeah, I would slam Sphinx. Obviously, this guy, give this guy a prize. The guy who tweeted in, he's got an egg as his pitcher. You get a prize. I don't know what you get, but obviously slam it. All right, so finally he plays the Sphinx.
All right. He just wants that mana up for some reason.
Yeah.
So there, Ali does play Sphinx after James decided to sack the Berserker to the Tribute.
It's like,
by the way, but. Ali is just sitting pretty at 12 life, 2 Spellskites, and now a Sphinx. So there's Shrine of Burning Rage,
which does nothing.
Which is going to take forever to matter.
Every turn James could tutor his deck, and it wouldn't matter what he tutored for. He could probably even tutor his binder, because I don't think James is the guy who has like a Chaos Orb or something in his binder. And even if he did, it would just get mana leak or dissipate it.
So Lawkeeper taps the Sphinx. Ali redirects it to the Spellskite, and Sphinx swings in
and that
for 4.
Ali has a Worm Coil. He could just play Worm Coil too if he wanted.
I mean, at this point, it's going to be all 6s on Ali's side, and Spellskites to protect them.
Yeah, so Ali gets to draw more cards.
So,
and all right, so hopefully for sideboarding, James switches it up a bit, but we'll see what happens exactly.
Yeah, we haven't been able to find out exactly how James sideboarded. Maybe we can get a peek at that.
Yeah.
In between games 2 and 3. I mean, because it looks like Ali's going to win this game.
Do we have someone who can like run over and check?
Well, are we able to not get somebody to run over? But we're going to see when they sideboard if we can get James's plans. We're going to see if we can find that out.
Okay, cool. Yeah, for everybody home, you guys want to know more about James Sable? He is a watch model, and we're going to find out his sideboard.
Yeah.
So Ollie untaps. Yeah, so Ollie's hand is just absurd right now.
I mean, sometimes it's tough. Also, maybe this is James's first time on camera. You're on camera. You're nervous. You make strange plays because you don't see them. A friend of mine last time, round one of SCG Baltimore, a friend of mine fetched a planes with his verdant catacombs on camera.
Oh, really?
Oops. Sometimes you just don't really. You're not thinking. You're like.
I actually did that too. I fetched like a tundra with something.
Right, something that doesn't fetch planes.
And no one said anything.
Yeah, sometimes you just.
I mean, I didn't mean to do it, but yeah.
It's tough. Yeah. I know. I think it's easy to get nervous when you're not used to playing on camera. So in the meantime, Ring Flesh hitting James's fresh Stormblood Berserker. I'm just gonna call it their Berserker from now on.
Sure. I mean, the people at home know what it is for sure. All right, so it turns out that we're going to talk to James after the round, hopefully.
Right. Either after the round or after this game.
Yeah.
Maybe, if we can. Can we? No, not after this game.
Not after the game. After the round. We'll give the guy a break,
Fair enough.
We'll let him play game 3. Maybe he'll win. So Ollie is going to...
Ollie's got so many cards in his hand.
Yeah, he's got just too many.
He's got Wormcoil, Grave Titan, I think double Snapcaster.
Yeah, he has 2 Grave. Ollie's hand is probably worth about almost $100.
I think you're right.
And James draws a card. Yeah, I mean, James is just dead in 2 turns from the Sphinx. If I was Ollie, I would have played I honestly just would have ended the game as quick as possible because of the small chance you do run out of time because you're playing a blue-black control.
That's exactly what I was about to say here because the other thing, here Ollie's playing a slower deck and may not have time to win a game 3, even if he has it under complete control.
Yeah.
And I mean, he can play around Koth, for fear of Koth, but it seemed like he had plenty of answers to Koth. Yeah, double Spellskite and attack with Sphinx, like you mentioned.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So Brimstone Volley takes out a Spellskite.
And another.
Meantime, the shrine keeps popping up, keeps ticking up there.
Yeah,
but
the shrine is a must.
Yeah, definitely. That's why Ollie had to remind him.
Yeah.
So
everybody home, if you don't, if your opponent forgets and you don't say anything, you'll get in trouble.
Yeah. So both players will get warned there.
Yeah. So when you play Magic, just be honest, and if you win, you win, and if you lose, whatever.
Yeah. So Snapcaster Mage and Sphinx coming across the red zone to knock James down to 8 there, or 2?
No, he's up 2.
He was already at it. So. Yep, 2 life. So now James has to worry about both of those creatures. All right, Shrine gonna take out the Snapcaster Mage or the
Sphinx?
Sphinx?
The Sphinx, but
either way, takes out the Spellskite instead. I didn't know how many counters it had on it, so I wasn't sure if it could take out the Sphinx yet.
All right.
All right, so going to game 3.
James played it out to the end. I like it.
Yeah.
Sometimes people scoop. Sometimes people want to play it out to the end, so that's definitely good. All right, so we got another guy who's got an egg. This guy's a green egg who's tweeting in. Where do these people get these egg pictures? Is it an egg?
The egg is the default picture for Twitter.
Oh, wow. I thought these guys went, they were in some kind of clan where they got eggs.
The egg clan, yeah.
The egg clan.
Twitter egg, Team Egg.
Team Egg. Yeah. All right, so the next egg guy says something about, I don't even know what he says. But if you want to see what he says, you guys could go to Twitter yourselves and see, right?
Yep, definitely. You can tweet at us at SCG Live.
Oh, look, both of you guys have goatees. What do you think about that?
It's interesting tech.
It is, right? The goatee. Ollie's got kind of like the long sideburns and the goatee.
Yeah.
It looks like Ollie kind of shaved right there, like a piece of his beard.
The disconnected chin strap there.
Yeah,
so,
he does. I'm not a big fan of the chin strap.
No, I had actually a pretty thick looking beard this morning. Decided to shave it off.
I honestly really like. I'm a big fan of beards.
Yeah.
Yeah, it kind of gives you like, especially on you, Joey.
Yeah.
It kind of gives you like a Mick Jagger type look. I don't know if Mick Jagger has a beard.
I don't think Mick Jagger's ever had a beard.
But there's some song. You got like the moves Mick Jagger.
You got the beard like Jagger.
Yeah. And supposedly the girls like Mick Jagger. Was he like a crime fighter or something?
Mick Jagger. Yeah, he was a superhero. I think back in the like the 40s or something.
Really?
Yeah,
I think it was like the 80s. I think he's like. I think he was like.
He was a detective. He was a Dick Tracy villain. I think actually.
I think at one point he was competing with David Hasselhoff, or when the guy was driving the car, and they got the car that talks, remember? In like the 80s, it was some show.
And Mask, wasn't that it? The
What was it?
cartoon Mask?
Knight Rider, yeah, they were competing. That was like the big drama back in the 80s. So, but James is, oh, look at this. James is writing down how he's sideboarding, and then he's going to give it to maybe one of our people, and then one of our people are going to let us know.
Yeah.
That's some spy stuff right there.
He might be writing down like a lunch order though.
Oh, maybe.
It's 11:15.
Yeah, because there is a guy in the background, and that guy looks like
He said, what do you
that
want
guy
for
might be
lunch?
like his Barnum and be like, or his little buddy.
Right
like,
on.
Yeah, little buddy, go to
He's-
Jimmy John's.
He's Dick Grayson to James's Bruce Wayne.
Yeah.
Is that-
Definitely. Oh, look. Oh, he slips a note. Oh, he actually slipped a note to the girl judge.
Okay, so maybe she's getting lunch for him. What do you think?
Well, it could be lunch. It could be phone number, or it could be the sideboard strategy.
It could be. We're gonna find
So
out.
it's any of the three.
So going into game 3 though, do you think? Well, we both said we thought Mana Leak on the draw wasn't as good. I mean, on the draw wasn't as good. So obviously Ali on the draw here probably keeps the Mana Leaks out.
Oh, look at this. Ollie's actually swapping out 2 dissipates for 2 mana leaks this game.
That makes some sense if you know obviously a turn quicker, but
Like personally, I think it just makes sense to have mana leak over all the dissipates.
yeah, against James.
Yeah. Oh, look at this. We got it. Or James
all
took
right.
out. I don't know why he's bringing in the Lawkeeper.
Yeah, he wants to keep the Worm Coil engines tapped down. He's really, 3 O-Ring, 2 Lawkeeper,
And he's taking out the 3 Volt Charge and the 2.
Arsonist. Yeah.
I don't know. Like the Arsonist, at least you would cast on turn 1. Like it's impossible. Well, it's not impossible. He's got a 1 outer to him to actually go turn 1 Lawkeeper because he's got 1 planes in his deck,
Right. Yeah.
and he only has 5 sources. I mean, technically he has 7 sources if you count the Ghost Quarter. You get Ghost Quarter yourself to go get a planes or whatever. But I don't know.
Yeah, I guess he could play Ghost. No, that's this is very weird. You're right. Like,
Yeah, for like turn 1, all he could do is go turn 1 planes, Lawkeeper.
right, if he doesn't have the Noble, obviously, see, Noble's taking the place of the auto turn 1 play for red decks in place of Goblin Guide.
Yeah, but I mean,
if he
it's-
doesn't have it,
Especially that he is on the play, he needs the Goblin Arsonist because he wants to go turn 1 Goblin Arsonist, turn 2 the Bloodthirst guy.
Berserker, right.
Yeah, exactly. So, and look, they just made an announcement. Obviously, you guys can hear it at home. There's only 10 minutes left in the round, and you know what that means.
it means Ali needs to play really fast.
And it's less than 11 minutes.
That's also true, more than 9. But
Yeah.
So they've got a 5-minute extension. They actually have more than 11 minutes.
So 11. No, well, it was
Got
10.
15 minutes
It was
now.
10. Yeah, 15.
Yeah.
That's
So
all right. Here we go.
That's
back
good,
to the
though.
game. All right. So James got an Incinerate and some other stuff in his hand. A Mountain. Can you see anything on that side? You got a Mountain and an Incinerate, I see. And I'm kind of making up the fact that he has a Mountain. I'm just assuming he does.
yeah, if he kept, I hope he has a Mountain.
Yeah. All right. Ollie's got a slow
Yeah, he's got Grave Titan, Forbidden Alchemy. I want to say Double Drown Yard, and he's mulliganing.
They both mulligan. All right. So normally when 2 people mulligan, I personally feel that the aggressive player has the advantage.
Yeah, I mean the control player needs the cards.
And it's so much of a because like even though Ollie has like cyclers like Think Twice, the fact that Ollie has cards like Grave Titan or Sphinx that if he actually draws it in his opening hand,
It's another mulligan.
Yeah, essentially another mulligan. Because there's a good chance versus such an aggressive deck that you won't even get to turn 6 to cast it. And like what happens
Yeah.
if what happens to Ollie's hand now is like 2 lands, like 2 6-drops. What is he gonna do? He has to probably mulligan again.
Yeah,
You know, unless like his other 2 cards are really good. But anyway, I feel the best way to never mulligan is to play a card like Ponder. Play a card like Preordain.
right. Preordain obviously not available.
Yeah,
now,
it's not
but
available.
yeah, Preordain. I think,
But-
if you played blue before
Yeah.
it rotated, everybody
I'll-
almost.
I feel I was like the first person or one of the first people to play Preordain at my nationals where I made top 8. I took out wall movements for it, and everybody started playing Preordain.
Preordain definitely was slow to catch on.
Yeah, Lundqvist mentioned it to me, and yeah, that was it.
So he's got looks like he's got some lands.
Yeah, he's got 2-lander mana leak and like removal. It looks like.
Yeah, double Doomblade. That's about the best opener that Ali could have drawn, I think,
Yeah.
off of 6. He's got plenty of ways to interact and land. So
All right, turn one, Lavamancer.
Lavamancer from James.
All right, so you drew a Grave Titan. Yeah, that's what we're talking about. The Grave Titan, there's a good chance that it's not going to come out. But Ollie has Ring Flesh too, so I mean, Ollie's got a lot of early game here.
Yeah, he does. And I think that's the
So this is
best
definitely
thing he
getting
can do.
yeah.
So Ring Flesh for Lavamancer
Yeah, for sure.
from Ali.
All right, somebody says James is trying to force the draw. I don't know about that. That guy doesn't have an egg as his Twitter picture.
No, he's actually got an image.
Yeah. All right, James does nothing on turn 2 besides play a land, which is obviously terrible. I mean, not that he's playing terribly, but it's just bad for
No play. Yeah.
Yeah. So he hits his 3rd land, and here comes a Shrine, which is definitely going to be met with a mana leak. I don't think Ollie has a 3rd land though.
Yeah, that's not that great. Did he just top deck it? May have been a Drown Yard.
Yeah, he definitely did just top deck the 3rd land.
Yeah, there it is.
But I mean, his hand is no cyclers. It looks like. James plays his 4th land. Honestly, I don't think Geist Flame is very good. I feel like James might have should have taken that out.
I'm not a big fan of Geist Flame myself.
Like versus Ollie's deck, it's only going to kill a Snapcaster.
Right.
So he just runs out of Koth, and Ollie does not have an answer for it.
Yeah, so this Koth resolves.
Yeah, this could be game right here.
Yeah, that's big.
Yep.
Ollie trying to protect himself from Shrine, can't protect himself from Koth, but he's got a Doomblade for a mountain.
That's why Koth is so good, because they know the blue-black players that are bringing so much removal.
Yeah,
but like,
Koth
dodges the removal. All right, so Ollie draws another land. So it's pretty much going to be a race. Ollie needs to draw land so he can actually play Grave Titan and try to race his Koth.
So we know in Ollie's hand, he's got 3 cards. Titan.
Oh, that was a lane he just played. He can't attack with that.
Yeah, Ollie's explaining that. So he played the land and then untapped it, or activated Koth's ability, targeting his
land that
new land, so it's summoning sick.
Yeah. So it can't even tap. It has to be untapped.
Right. Keep it untapped. Yeah. Ooh, that's tough.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, Ollie has the Doomblade anyway, but Ollie
may not.
Why not Doomblade? Hold on. Is he gonna mill? He could mill himself here. I think he's still got Doomblade. Yeah, he's still Doomblades anyway.
Yes.
And then he's gonna go to the head with a
Brimstone Volley.
But that was only 3 damage.
No, the Doomblade killed the mountain.
No, I mean, the way he did it, he looked like he did it in response. Honestly, like, did he not? Like, he didn't.
It did look quick. He may have been saying,
Okay,
he may have said something that we couldn't hear. I would assume that it's going to be 5 there.
I'm not sure.
Yeah.
But yeah, like, Ollie kind of runs bad here and doesn't draw. I mean, not like he's running bad, but he needed to draw land for Grave Titan. Otherwise, James is just going to win with this Koth. I mean, Ollie has a shot to hit the Hexproof card.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
And what do we know he's got in his hand? We know he's got Grave Titan, and we know he's got... Is it another Ring Flesh? Is that what he's got? Which isn't great.
Yeah.
It's not gonna do anything, really. I mean...
I think his hand's double Ring Flesh Grave Titan.
May very well be.
Or it might be double Grave Titan.
There's a Geist Flame targeting Ollie. It looks like it resolves.
Yeah, see, look, Ollie's on 17.
Yeah, so you may be right. Wow, that may have been another misplay from James, accidentally responding with a Brimstone Volley to the Doomblade with no Morbid. So anyway, James didn't wait till it died. Yeah, we just got that confirmation. So,
all right.
So,
now he's got a Berserker too.
Koth hits the mountain, makes the mountain into a 4/4, swings in, hits Ollie to 12 after.
This is bad for Ollie.
And then
Ollie has to mill. Yeah, he mills himself. Well, he was going to draw a Sphinx.
That wasn't going to do anything.
Yeah, exactly.
Either,
yeah.
So, Berserker and
Snapcaster. He drew a Snapcaster. That might help a little bit.
Right, he can go Snapcaster Doomblade.
Yeah.
But Koth looks like he's about to Emblem, right?
If he does have double Ring Flesh in his hand, he can go like, or even 1 Ring Flesh. He can go like.
Fog.
Yeah, I mean, he can like block double. Oh, yeah, nah, I mean, Doomblade's just better. Alright, this is bad, because Koth has the ultimate right now.
Yeah, so it's looking grim. So here comes Berserker. Berserker, Ollie responds with a Snapcaster Mage. He says, does it resolve? Okay, it resolves. Give the Doomblade flashback. Okay.
I honestly wouldn't even kill Snapcaster.
Yeah, there's not... what is he trying to do? There's no reason to protect Koth unless he doesn't want to use the Emblem. I don't know.
I would just go to the head. Like, if I was James, I would go, hit you for 3, hit you for 3, hit you for 3, you're dead,
Did he activate Koth's Emblem?
Yeah, he did.
He did? Okay. Yeah. Koth was actually +1?
Yeah.
I didn't even realize that. I thought Koth was just... It's hard to tell the number there, but... Yeah, wow,
So Ollie's down to 11.
and facing down a strong Kirk Noble and Koth's emblem, which is apparently that little bead there, and the active Koth still too.
Like, I wouldn't even make my guy into a creature because, you know, on the off chance Ali has another Doomblade. That's just me in general. I would just go 3/3/3. You know?
Yeah, I think that's what I'd do too. You've got inevitability right there with your mountains, and they can't be targeted with Doomblade unless you activate Koth's ability.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. All right, so Ali does have a Grave Titan in his hand, but he ended up
finally hit his 5th land. But
well, yeah, no, he had that last turn, but
yeah, but I mean, just last turn is what it means.
What's that blue card in his hand?
Is it a Think Twice? I think it's a Think Twice.
If it was a Think Twice, you probably should have main phased Think Twice.
Maybe I'm wrong.
No,
Maybe it's a
you're right.
Oh no, it's a Think Twice.
Why wouldn't you main phase Think Twice? That seems better, no? In case you draw your 6th land.
Yeah, exactly. I agree.
And then next turn, if you drew your 7th land and like a Ring Flesh, because you're drawing an extra card.
So it looks like Ali hit another Think Twice off of the first Think Twice and just cast the second one. So he went Think Twice, Think Twice.
I think he has an artifact card in his hand, that Hexproof card, no?
No, it may have been a Ratchet Bomb.
All right, yeah, it was a Ratchet Bomb. You're right. Yeah. All right, so Ali Antrazi loses
round 1 to mono red.
Yeah, wow, that's got to sting losing round 1.
It was kind of just bad beats. He had a great opener. Well, off of his first mulligan.
Oh look, Ali's happy. He doesn't care. He's laughing.